So you may have read the title of this video and said,
Hey! How the fuck do you review a game without even playing it? That makes no sense, and is literally impossible, you stupid fucking bimbo baby brain.
and to that I say, how the fuck did you get in my house? You're trying to make a video, get out! Get out of here! Go! God, fuck. Without the B&E though, the bed and X-Fist, it is a valid question. I will be reviewing Undertale without actually playing the game, and I will be using the tried and true IGN method, and half the score will be judged by how beautiful the modern Fuck. Okay, I can't do that, this is like 32-bit, this won't work. Okay, I need to come up with some criteria, I guess. So, let's pull some stuff out of my ass. How about these 4 things? The music. The games have music, yeah, let's judge it with that. We could do, like, the characters and themes of the game as portrayed by, like, the fans? Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, I've got a Tumblr account. The gameplay? Yeah, okay. I'll figure that out as I go. I need one other thing. Oh, I got it. How likely is it the Pope has played this game? Perfect. Let's start with that last one. Now, it's not super likely that the Pope has played this game, but it is the only game that we know for sure 100% is in his Steam library. That's right, the person whom a massive portion of the population considers to be the mouthpiece of God himself not only owns Undertale, but we don't know of any other games that he for sure concrete 100% possesses. Based on recent information and deductive reasoning, we can assume that Big G's boy Francis may have an ass game or two, something like Honey Pop, but that's just speculation on my part. With the modern informazione that we know for sure though, it is safe to assume that if the Pope has played any modern game, the likelihood is highest for it being Undertale. That means Undertale has the highest likelihood of being God's favorite game. Although somewhat by default, but a W is still a W though. This information will not only inform the rest of this blind review, but for all reviews that I do from this point on in the future, and I will henceforth refer to it as the Cornia Papam. Now that the easiest stuff is out of the way, it gets high points for being God's favorite game. Let's talk about the music, shall we? I fully expected to go into this section cracking jokes and mostly making fun of the music of this game, but in all honesty, I really can't. I listened to the entire soundtrack, all 101 tracks, and I couldn't formulate a single joke because the music in this game is bomb as fuck! I wrote down every song that I listened to that made my pee-pee hard, and I came out with 23 songs. These 23, to be exact. Obviously, I can't go through all of them because that would take fucking forever, and I don't get paid to do this, so I'm just going to talk about these 3 and also Megalovania. First, overall the soundtrack is incredibly varied and totally different. There are a few tunes that make resurgences. Every time this happens, it feels fresh and gives new meaning. Resurgences? Is that what I meant to say? Resurgent? Do I mean like... They play... It's like the same melody, but different. And it feels different, even though it's kind of like the same structure of the song. It's nice, it's good. Like seriously, these songs are really good, and I genuinely think that you should listen to them if you have yet to. My favorite example of the reprises... Oh, not a resurgence, a reprise, you fucking idiot. My favorite example of these reprises is track 054 and 055. 054 is titled Hotel and features a nice little peppy beat. I think I'll play some of it right now. I really enjoyed the use of the strings forming the background and these like chimes or something, and it just makes like a light atmosphere that's really fun. Then we get into 055, named Can You Really Call This a Hotel If I Didn't Receive a Mint on My Pillow? Things get a little spicy. Things get sped up, not in a threatening way, but in kind of like a fun, whimsical way. It gives a totally different feeling from the first one, and I'll play it a little bit now. This occurs, again, a few times throughout the soundtrack, and I enjoy it every time. 068, I really wish this was not 068 and it was 069, but it's not. It's 068, named Death by Glamour. Has to be some sort of battle music because damn, this shit slaps way too hard. Like, the beat is bumping, it gets my blood pumping, mostly to my dongle. Like, god damn, something about this just hits different, and I really like it so much. Oh my god. I like it. I'm gonna play it here. Ugh, man, just... God, fuck. Yeah. The last is 100, Megalovania. I'm not a big fan of the song as a whole, but I'm not joking when I say that the first 4 notes of this song is strong enough to activate my fight or flight. The power that the internet has breathed into that tune is so immense that entire generations will have it burned into their brains just from the memes alone. And that brings us to our next point. How I'll be analyzing the characters and themes of this game. The memes. Well, not just the memes, but the things that the people who are actually into this game have created and are passionate about. I don't want to create humor by just like bagging on people's art and being like, oh man, look at this fucking idiot, this art sucks. Because I don't want to be an asshole, so I'm just going to try to suss out as much as I can from this game without actually looking up what this game is about. And to do this in the most effective way, I thought I had to go to Tumblr, a site that I really only used once because it had a D&D thing on it that I really liked, so, you know, that's it. Anyway, I digress. I quickly perused the Undertale official website before taking off my floaties and going dick first into the deep end, which resulted in a massive belly flop, meaning the strategy didn't really work very well. Remember, the goal is not to make fun of hardworking fan artists, but to learn about the characters without playing the games. This didn't really work because, of course it didn't. Why not? Why would this? Why would this be easy? But honestly, I was a stupid, dumb idiot brain baby for thinking it would. The method had to be reevaluated, but the question is, how? Well, naturally, it's by going to the Undertale wiki for each individual character, copy-pasting it into a Google Doc, alt-effing each individual vowel, and then replacing them with nothing, so that you're left with a cryptic group of consonants that don't mean much. This is how I will review the characters. Sans, he's a skeleton. His brother is Papyrus, and he's lazy. And he's like the hardest fight in the game, I think. And he's like a companion that's got like a really chill energy to him, and that's why the fans really like him, I think. I also saw a picture of him Fortnite dancing at some point. So, yeah, maybe. Then there's Flowery. Who I think is the villain? I was able to suss out kill or be killed. So I think that's like a thing that he says and he like gets mad with the player and is like kind of condescending. So those two accounts took me about 2 hours to suss out. I was just like starting to have serious trouble with my existence at this point, and I began to wonder, why the fuck am I doing this? What is this? This is nothing that I'm doing. This is going to come up in therapy, I swear, what the fuck? Like, this is almost as bad as reading an academic paper, and the mental gymnastics that I'm going to decipher a word that is longer than literally 2 letters is so frustrating. I feel like Sisyphus reading these vowelless texts, getting so close to finding out meaning, only for it to be ripped away upon a second glance. The part of the reason I'm doing this review is so that it would be faster than playing the game, but it took me 2 hours to figure out 2 characters. I might as well just play the game at this point. It'd be quicker and actually accurate. So what the fuck? What am I doing? God damn it. Anyways, at the beginning of this video, I outlined how I could conduct a blind review, and part of that was reviewing the gameplay. But I can't really do that because I would be playing the game, so then that was the one thing I said I wouldn't do. So how do I review the gameplay of Undertale without opening the game? It's really quite simple. I play Deltarune. I have on good authority from my friend Donnie that the mechanics were slightly refined in the follow-up, but are more or less the same. So I downloaded the free bitch and I got to playing. And it's actually kind of fun. It started off with this creepy, like, vibe, and I got a chance to create my character. I had some trouble naming my creation because I wanted to make it something beautiful and profound, but I settled something dumb instead. This turned to be a little red herring, though, that I think presents the theme of the game, and I would assume a theme in Undertale of, like, you can't choose who you are or where you start. So I get my ass to school, and I start my day of class before my parents came into the room and started talking to me about how they're going to the store, and that lasted for about 10 minutes. I then got this chalk-eating bully as my class partner, and then we were tasked with going into the closet, only to come out later, I assume. So far, I have done nothing but walk around, and it reminds me heavily of games like Chrono Trigger, where you just kind of walk around these very pretty pixelated worlds. Once we got to the first combat encounter in this weird underground area, I knew what kind of game this was. A dodger or something like that? Like a game where you dodge stuff? Similar to something like Geometry Wars, or something along those lines. And honestly, it's pretty fun. It's simple but engaging. It has the capacity to be very difficult. Undertale runs much in the same way, I've been told. So where does this leave me? What was the point of this ordeal? Why did I do this to myself when I could have just actually played a game that, by all accounts, is really very good? Why did I waste my time and, in a way, yours as well? I can't really say. Those are questions whose answers have been lost to the ether, and that's just something that both you and I must come to terms with. 6 out of 10. Alright, thank you for watching my video. It was very stupid, and I did spend way more time on it than I wanted to. But it was taxing. Maybe I should get those voice messages that I sent to my friends and, like, put them at the very end, because damn, they were... Oh man, I had some trouble with this one. But it was fun. And it was nice putting it together. Yeah, hopefully I don't know what I'm going to do next, so if you have any ideas or any games you want me to cover or anything you want me to do, please let me know and I'll do it. Yeah, it's been real, it's been cool. Thank you for watching and stuff, and yeah, my toy out. Fuck off, see you guys later. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I guess, like and subscribe and stuff, and also, because there's like 20 of you, I read all the comments, so if you have a comment, just like, please let me know. This one was definitely different. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. I picked a random line. Okay. This is on Flowery's Undertale wiki. If the protagonist, DDGS, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, if the protagonist, their TMS times, maybe, has... something cut, slaps, and he HPCRTCLL snaps to the protagonist for LCHNG. I don't know, off of him. That's one sentence. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 or 7 words, important words, that I just can't figure out. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I had to go through the wiki to find the line, but the one that I previously read actually says, if the protagonist dodges 3 times, his friendly axe slips, and he hypocritically snaps at the protagonist for leeching off of him. That was... Oh, this is so difficult, and I'm doing this to myself. Why? Fuck.